Just the thought of my brother Henry bringing a smile to my face. Hey Trey, salute to you, my brother, for playing that P Funk, man, especially that Aqua Boogie, baby. Yeah, bro, that one took me back, man. That brought back some memories. Me and my family are originally from Washington D.C., and if you know D.C., you know D.C. is the home of P Funk. That's where you get the groups like EU and Cameo and all of those different groups who have brought those P-Funk sounds to the atmosphere. And so I appreciate you, Trey, for giving me that blast from the past, man. It reminded me of my big brother on the day where everybody is remembering his life. And I'm going to remember his life in the way that that he would have saw fit. And if my brother was here now, and he would have heard the things that I'm going through, my brother would be over here, and my brother would be rolling up a blunt such as this, and he'll pass it to me, and he'll say, "Little bro, fuck that bitch. Little bro, fuck this whole situation that you going through. Here, nigga, here, hit this shit. Don't worry about none of that shit because all of that shit don't matter anyway." That's what my brother Henry will say. I know what my brothers say. Then we'll start scrolling through different possibilities of replacements for the motherfuckers in my life that need to be replaced. That's what my brother would be doing with me right now. You know, he never been one to not say what was on his mind. If he was feeling some shit, Hump gonna say that shit. We called him Hump because of the rapper Humpty Hump. Because my brother loved Digital Underground. That was his motherfucking group right there because they had that mix of P Funk and hip hop, and he loved both P Funk and hip hop. And so they gave him exactly what he wanted. So we'll be sitting up here, we'll be listening to what's one of those songs from Digital Underground that he loved to play all the time? Well, he loved Humpty Hump. That's where his nickname came from, Hump. So we'll be listening to Humpty Hump more than likely. And we'll be smoking this Zaza. And he be telling me, little bro, don't worry about none of this shit. These bitches can't fuck with you. And he'll start to remind me of things that have taken place in my life. He'll remind me of my years in boxing and how motherfuckers couldn't touch me because I was so cold, and how my career in boxing played out in my regular life to where motherfuckers became my friend because they were scared to get their ass beat. He would remind me of the females that it brought to their attention now that I'm a nigga to be reckoned with. He'll bring to my attention all of the girls that I used to bring home and all of the exploits or sexploits that I used to be into with a lot of these females, and how I was passing females off to other dudes just so I could have room to breathe and be able to take care of my business in other areas because I was just that nigga. He'll remind me of the music that me and my one time best friend created, and the P Funk sounds that we had in that song, Black Flame. It was a song that we created called Black Flame, and he fucking loved that song because the producer that made the actual beat for it, well, we made the original beat. And this guy came in and he put a whole P Funk flavor to it. He brought the strings, he brought the sounds of the keyboard, and he just funked the whole song up, funked it up, Funked, and it was dope. And Henry fucking loved that song, man. And he would play that song, and he'd be like, You made that. That's your voice. That's your creativity. That's your mind being played over and over in my radio to give me such joy as an older brother to know that my little brother was able to create something like this. And man, hearing that positive affirmation from your oldest brother, man, somebody who's looked out for you in your life, man, and somebody who's um, just been there as a pillar in your life, man, it does something to your confidence. It builds you up in a way that no other can build you up, man. And so I always appreciated Henry for that. Many people have many things to say about what Henry wasn't. There's a whole lot of things that Henry was to people that never got the sight of day, and it wasn't intended to. These things were intended to be special, private moments with those specific people so that they can hold on to those fond memories of Henry. And another thing that Henry would do was Henry would let me know that he's an artist within his own right. And so when he speaks on other people's artistry, no matter what area that artistry is in, he's speaking from a place of authority because he is a well-renowned artist in his own right. Brother could draw any fucking thing in the world, and he did. My kids remember the portrait of themselves that my brother did with pencils, colored pencils. And that shit was amazing. Salute to my bro for that. They'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. And it's something that we often look back on and find memory of you, my brother, and your artistry and your talent that you chose to share with my children, man. That's a huge thing for me in my life. I'll never forget that because that is something personal to you, something that you took great joy in doing, man, and you did it to the fifth power with that picture of Mari and New, man. Um, People will see this conversation as me just ranting, as me just releasing, whatever I need to release into the atmosphere, and you will be right on so many stands. You'll be absolutely right. But this right here really is the proper goodbye for my brother Henry because I never got to give him a proper goodbye. When my brother died, he died alone. He died in a locker room at the place where he was working, where he was clocking out. Many people don't know the story, but my son's best friend is the one who found my brother dead that next morning because, like I said, my brother went through the locker room to clock out, and he didn't make it back out the locker room before he had a massive heart attack and died in that locker room by himself on that floor. And when the next day came for school, because it was at the local high school at Ellison, and then when the next day came, and my son's best friend went into the locker room for his first class, and he discovered my brother laying on the floor dead. And I never knew that until he shared that with me a couple years ago after my brother's death. And so I'm appreciative to Jamal for, being there and being able to relay this bad news to my son, which was passed on to my sister and the rest of the family. And yeah, it was a hard thing I can imagine for Jamal to walk up on that. But at least it was somebody who knew of him. It was somebody who could appreciate the magnitude of this loss and was able to relay that message to the family. So salute to Jamal Howell for that. Um, Yeah, man, this is a celebration for my big bro, man. My motherfucking dog, man. My motherfucking Humpty Hump. Also called him Cadillac because he was so big, man. Is my niece gave him the nickname Cadillac, and that kind of stuck on him too, because he's a big, classy ass dude who was always clean, who always looked good, just like a Cadillac usually is. Sorry, y'all, I had to take that call, but yeah, that was Jamal, the one that I was speaking about, who found my brother. He about to pull up on me and stuff, man. We just gonna have a time because I definitely have to bring this up to him now, especially the day being the day that we're recognizing my brother losing his life. So me and him will have a conversation about that. But yeah, man, this dude was he was a man's man, and not in the sense to where, he was out here um, confronting people and doing all of this stuff to make people see him as a man. My brother didn't have no need to do nothing like that. But whenever those opportunities arose, which they would all the time, and he had to deal with people and he had to let his feelings be expressed. My brother didn't hold back no punches, man. My brother told the pastor, "You a man just like I am, nigga. You put your damn feet and your legs in your pants just like I do, one at a time, nigga. So I ain't giving you no motherfucking respect, especially when you trying to confront me on some shit like a hoe that you been spending time with, and I've been spending time with the same hoe, and you mad that the hoe is giving me her time after all that you've been doing for her." That's the type of nigga my brother was, and I follow in that same vein. That's why I don't have no problem correcting a man of the cloth whenever that man of the cloth is out of pocket. That's what my big bro taught me. That's what my big bro gave me a demonstration of, man. And I was like, damn, that shit floored me because, you hold the pillars of your community in such high regard that you wouldn't think to straighten them like that, and to really get them to understand the severity of their actions in dealing with the people in the community and the congregation who have the courage to tell them about themselves and put their ass on blast. That's what my brother showed me, man. And I was always under the illusion that if you put a man of God on blast like that, that God was gonna do something to you. My brother proved that shit wrong as hell. I thank my brother for that, man, because it allowed me to really, really openly think for myself now in church. And it also gave me that confidence to try those who carry certain titles and certain labels and want to be regarded as such. You have to try and test those people. They are to be tested and they are to be tried. Now that don't mean that you go up and call them on shit just frivolously. No, but when you recognize some things and things come to your attention, or these things are addressed to you, and you have to give your opinion on such, you're not gonna hold back. That's what dude taught me. So I'm forever grateful for him on that aspect. Now, you know, um, the music is no longer playing, so I'm gonna have to get off here so I can find Humpty Hump, and I'm gonna smoke out with Jamal and Michael, and I'm gonna just reminisce about my brother, man. They gonna talk about whatever topics they want to, but I'm gonna just zone out, man, and think about my big bro and the impact that he's had in my life. I love you, Henry, man. You know, motherfucker, from the womb to the tomb. And that's staying strong for you, my brother, always and forever. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you forever for everything that you do in my life. And when I say that, you don't understand the magnitude of what your support and what you showing up just to show your sign and your symbol that you're in my corner. That does a lot. More than just make me feel good. It does a whole lot. And so I count you as a friend. I appreciate your friendship that you've given to me freely, right, wrong, or indifferent. And I'll cherish that, man. I really will. That's what it's really all about. So, yeah, let me go enjoy my time, man. This Zaza with my big bro. And we gonna do it right. I promise everybody we gonna do it right. One time for the gram. I'm out this bitch. This your boy D Mac, man. You know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.